Hey there, it's Eric Evenstad with BootstrapBizGrowth.com, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use Google Forms, which is a free tool that is going to allow you to create registration forms, surveys, contact forms, really any type of form where you're gathering information from a customer or prospective client or a student or whoever you're working with and you need to collect information from. This is the tool to use, and it's super simple to get started. It's free, and what I want to do is I just want to walk you through it and show you how to get set up, show you how to use it, show you how to collect responses, and just overall get comfortable with using Google Forms because it's one of my favorite free tools on the internet. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to share my screen and walk you through the process of getting set up. All that you are going to need is a Gmail account, which is free. Just go sign up for a Google account, and with that you can use their Google Forms. So here's the website, google.com/forms/about. You can also access Google Forms through Google Drive if you already have a Google account set up. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to click Go to Google Forms, so you can switch. These are all tabs up here. I'm going to click on the Forms one, go to Google Forms. I am going to sign in. All right, and so up here, this is a great place to start. These are the templates. So I'm going to click right there, and you can see these different templates that they offer. They have them categorized, so there's personal, work, education, and you can kind of just go through and look at these. So for this, I'm actually just going to start with a blank one so I can show you how to get started yourself without a template, although you may decide that one of these templates makes perfect sense for helping you get started and just saving a little bit of time. So I'm going to hit blank right there. Right here is the title form. So I would just double click on that and I could type it out. So maybe we are doing a registration form. So we're trying to get registrations for some sort of event. We'll call it a marketing workshop that you're hosting. So marketing workshop registration. Okay, and then maybe down here we want to put in a description. So sign up to learn about marketing. Maybe we have the date, maybe it's July 31st. And we just add in all the necessary information that we have for that event that they're going to need to know about. So we put that right in there. And then down here, we would start doing questions. So it has one question already in here. We would just click on that. Maybe the first information we want to grab is their name. So I would type out name. It automatically changes this to a short answer because Google is cool and it knows that that's what we want. Now somebody will be able to come in here and type out their name. I'm going to make this required by checking that. And I'm going to come over here and add in a new question. So I'm going to click this top button, and now maybe I want to grab their email address. And again, it changes it to short answer. And anytime you see something like this, you can just click the question mark and it'll explain what it is. So I don't really want to do that. You can if you want. Just read through all those and see what makes sense for you. That looks good. I'm going to make that required as well. Then maybe I'm going to add a multiple choice question. So maybe it's like, maybe I'm wondering something along the lines of, what do you struggle with most about marketing? Okay. And this could be a paragraph. So maybe I want a long form answer, or maybe I want to get multiple responses. So I would do something like a checkbox where they can go through and select multiple answers. So maybe this would be website conversions, and then we would add another one. Maybe this would be social media, maybe Facebook advertising, and you just go through and add all these different options in. We're going to make this required as well, and then maybe the next one is, maybe we want to gauge their knowledge about marketing. So we would do a linear scale. So how would you rate your marketing knowledge? Okay, and then maybe we want to do it on a scale of 1 to 10. And we could this is an optional feature, but we could describe what 1 means and what 10 means. Hopefully that's pretty self-explanatory, but you could write it in anyways. No idea what marketing is. That's level 1. I'm a marketing wizard is level 10. Okay. And then maybe we want to come in here and add one more question. How did you hear about us? And then for this, we would do multiple choice. And it's kind of the same way we set up these checkboxes, except they'll only be able to select one option. So maybe this would be your website, Google, and I'm just hitting enter to enter in a new option here. Facebook, newspaper, and you just go on and on with all the different ways that you market and try to figure out how people are finding you and finding this workshop. Okay, so we'll make this required as well. Then that looks good. So what we would do now is come up here, and if we wanted to kind of change the look of it, there's not a ton that you can do in terms of the look of these forms within Google, but you can customize them a bit. So you can click right there. You could change the theme color. So maybe you want it to be green or whatever you want. Go through and change it. We'll stick with that. You could change the header image. So if you want to put an actual image up there, you could. You can upload your own photos as well. So we'll just do this one. Select. So now there's a little bit of an image that you can kind of see. Really, I typically just keep it kind of simple and don't do the image. I just do the straight color. You can change the background here. That's that. And then you can change the font style if you want to. So that's probably a little bit more classy. This is very elegant and playful. So we'll do, let's go with classy. Okay, that's looking pretty sharp. Another thing that I'll just point out, you see this little menu here. You can actually add in images throughout your survey or your registration form, whatever you're creating. You can add in a video. So maybe I want to add in a video. I would just type out the URL of that video. So here's just a random one that I'll paste in. This is a video from our YouTube channel. Hit enter and we'll just select it, hit select, and now that video should be added down here. It is. So learn more about the workshop, or whatever you want to call a video, or maybe you don't have a title there. I would drag this all the way to the top because I'm probably just trying to give some basic information about what the workshop is to further entice people to fill out this form and register. You can come in here and change the settings if you need to, or remove it by clicking the trash can. So lots you can do there. Play around with this. You can add different sections, videos, images, or titles and descriptions. Once everything looks good, so this is kind of looking good for me, I'm going to come up here and I'm going to hit send. So this send button allows me to share this form and get people to start filling it out so that I can collect my registration responses, or if I'm doing a survey, I can get those survey responses. However I'm using this Google form, this is how I send it out. So the first option is to just email it directly to somebody. So you just type out their email. Here's the subject line of the email, and here's the message that would go in the email. So you could send that out that way. Here's the way I usually do it. I just grab the direct link, and you can shorten it too. Hit copy. Now it's copied to your clipboard. So you can just copy and paste that into your Facebook page, onto your website, into your emails, wherever you need it to send it out. That's the link that you send it. Another option is to embed it directly on your website. So this is just HTML code that you can add to your site. It'll embed this Google form to your site, so you can do that yourself or send it to your web designer, and it'll be a quick, a quick addition to your site. It should only take a couple minutes. So very, very simple. I'm going to copy this link so I can show you what it looks like here. I'm going to come up here into the browser tab, type that in. And so here is that form that we just created. This is what it's going to look like to somebody that's just coming to your form for the first time. So they could come in here, they could watch the video, type out their name. I'll just fill it out so you can see what it looks like. Okay, maybe I want to learn about those two. Maybe I'm a 9. Maybe I figured it out from Google, and I'm going to hit submit. So my form has been sent in, and then when I come back into the Google form, up here now you see this little 1, and that means that we have a response. So I'm going to click on responses, and I can come in here and see the responses from the most recent person. Or if there's multiple responses, I see all that information here. So this would be a breakdown of, the marketing knowledge, how people rated themselves on their marketing knowledge. This would be a pie chart of how people heard about the workshop and what they want to learn about, their name and their email. And so one thing that I really, really love about Google Forms is that you can connect it to a Google spreadsheet. So if you have a Google account, which you will need if you're setting up this Google form, you'll also have access to Google Sheets, which is their spreadsheet. It's like Excel. And what we do is we click this little three dot button right here. We're going to do select response destination, and we're going to do create a new spreadsheet. So maybe we'll call it marketing workshop responses, or attendees, maybe we'll call it that. Okay, you could also link to a spreadsheet that you've already created that's in your Google Drive. We're just going to do a new one though. I'm going to hit create. And now if I click this little button, it says view responses in Google Sheets. So I'm going to click on that. And now it has all of my information I just filled out. So this is going to make it very easy to read through all of those responses, all those survey responses, or those registration attendees. You're going to be able to see all their information on one spreadsheet, which is going to make it really easy to keep everything organized. And I just really love this feature specifically about Google Forms. It's one of my favorite features. Going back into here, one other thing that I really like is if I click right there, I can get email notifications for new responses. So if I click this and enable it, see there's a check mark now there. That means that anytime somebody fills out the form, I'm going to be notified via email and it'll let me know. So maybe I want to follow up with a personal email to somebody that has signed up for my workshop. Maybe I want to welcome them. Maybe I just want to keep up to date on the surveys. I can do that and get notified each time somebody responds. So I really love that feature of it. I can also download all the responses. This is just a really fun tool to help you gain valuable information or collect responses, or maybe you create a contact form. However you need to use it, this is going to be an awesome tool to do it. So I hope this helps you get started with Google Forms. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it helps your business in some way, however you decide to use it. And if it has been helpful, I'd love it if you just scroll down, give me a thumbs up on this video, help me spread the word about my YouTube channel. We're helping people just like you to grow their business on a budget. That's the entire goal. So I'd also love it if you'd subscribe to our channel. We're going to be pumping out a ton of fresh content every single week to help you grow your business on a budget. And then lastly, I just want to thank you for coming by and watching this video. I really do hope it's been valuable in some way for you, and we'll see you next time.